offender at 1.5 million evaded in taxes. And frankly, that wouldn't sit well with any of the American public.
No, especially when Joe Biden's out there rubbing elbows with the elite, saying we want people to pay their fair share, but his son isn't. He faces these 9 tax charges, up to 17 years in prison. But there's also the gun charges, Julianne, that's coming down the pike. Not sure if or when that will happen, if it will be before the election season. At some point, though, does he have to, face the music here? Because they've said from the White House, we're not going to pardon him. Where do you think that goes with your crystal ball here?
Well, I mean, I think they can say that, but they say lots of things that are not absolutely, that aren't true. In terms of the motions to dismiss, I mean, that is standard that they're filed. The Judge Noriega here in Delaware has not ruled on the motions to dismiss in the gun case the way that the California judge did in the tax case. I expect the case is going to go on. I think that they are scheduled. They're actually scheduled right now, both in June, like a week apart from each other. Whether they go in June is to be determined still. Right. But I mean, this is just, he needs to face the music. And I understand Abbe Lowell's going to do every stall that he can. But at the end of the day, these judges have a docket, and these are criminal charges that have to be adjudicated.
There you have it. So those are the Hunter judges, but it is this judge, Juan Merchan, and his daughter that has a potential for some real conflict of interest, and the numbers are staggering here. This is the judge overseeing the first case that will go to trial, and his daughter, Lauren Merchan, works for a company. They've been fundraising off of this. Her clients have been fundraising off Donald Trump's case. I mean, I believe it's April 15th, April 20th. So we go into trial here, and he remains on for it, and he acts like nothing to see here.
Well, yes, I think that, first of all, Merchan should not be sitting on this case because there's an obvious or even an apparent conflict of interest. I also think this gag order on Donald Trump is 1,000% ridiculous because the whole point of the First Amendment is to push back on the government's actions. And also, this gag order is political because what is he doing? He's a Republican nominee running for president of the United States. This entire thing is political, and what the New York judicial system is showing, whether it's this case or it's the Letitia James $500 million case, it's a kangaroo court in New York State, and essentially they're putting politics before the law, and that hurts everybody.
Yeah, it does. And what does it say, too, about, faith in the legal system? Americans already have no faith in, the 3-letter agencies. And over and over again, it keeps failing. Julianne, final 20 seconds to you.
There is no way that this judge in New York should be sitting over this case. His daughter creates a huge issue. Granted, she is not the judge, but she is related to him, and the appearance of impropriety here is huge, and he should not be presiding over the case. But the problem with recusals is it sits in the judge's decision to recuse themselves, and he is being stubborn. But I think that ultimately, if this case goes to trial and there's a conviction, there's an appellate ground here for sure.
Long way to go. We know you'll be with us every twist and turn. Julianne Murray, Ford O'Connell, a pleasure. Thanks both.
Thank you, Bianca.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.